Hi, my name is Oded Ben-Ami. One of the byproducts of life in today's insane reality is an awful lot of mental chatter. These noises in our minds, the the conversation, the ongoing conversations, the monologues, the dialogues, constantly, endlessly, just goes on and on and on and on. Um, when we're at those points that we're aware of it, it's like, okay, we got hold of it and we can quiet it down. But so often it just goes unnoticed and we feel like there's really a lot of noise outside of us, where in effect the true noise is inside of us. And this kind of what I call mental chatter is debilitating. It prevents us from focusing. It prevents us from thinking clearly, doing the things that we need to do, doing the things that we want to do. It's very difficult to function this way. And again, it's just a byproduct of today's insane kind of lifestyle. Um, Too many things to do, too many things to think about. Television, Facebook, YouTube, internet, email, phone calls, job, of course, kids. It doesn't end, and there's only so many hours in a day that we can manage our things. So, what can we do? What can we do about it? Um, One of the things that I found that really helped me quiet down is to just stop and listen. Not listen to anything in particular. For example, if I'm in a quiet environment, let's say at home when nobody is at home, I can just stop and listen to the quietness. There's really nothing supposedly to listen to, and I just listen to that. And as I listen to that, I, I'm aware of how the voices in my head just quiet down immediately. And I keep listening and listening, and initially it's just quietness inside. And then following after that is a sense of ease, a sense of relaxation, a sense of well-being that's so powerful and so helpful to carry on through the day. Um, if I'm in a noisy environment, um, it's funny because I could be, for example, at the airport or at a shopping mall, a lot of noise, people talking, a lot of reverberation, um, and yet I notice that if I stop just to listen to all these noises, the noises inside my head quiet down completely. And all of the sudden, what seemed to be noise previously no longer appears that way. It's just an awareness of my surrounding. It happens to be noisy, but it's not noisy in a way that troubles me, the same way that mental chatter as a noise troubles me, because that is something that the noise inside of me is noise that I'm most of the time unaware of, and it's just ongoing, and it sucks up all my energies and rob me of those energy for the purpose of doing the things that I need to do and want to do. So just listening, it can take just a few seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and it's very energizing. It's very revitalizing. It just recharges me. Um, it's it's funny how we can just live for so many years without knowing ourselves good enough to realize what are the things that are self-hurting behavior, what are things that are imposed on us from the outside. We're so under so much stress and so worked out that we just unaware of this. It happens to us um, completely below the radar of our awareness. So Why don't you try it? Whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel that you're unable to focus, just stop and listen. Don't lock in on anything particular. Don't focus. In other words, if there's a lot of noise and there's a conversation ongoing on the side, don't focus on that conversation, because then you're not going to achieve anything. Just hear everything as a whole. If I would look at the visual parallel of this, it would be see all the trees in the forest without looking at one particular tree. Just absorb all the trees that you're surrounded with. And this is actually another thing that you can do. Just look at something without focusing. Just be absorbed with what your eyes take in, without any mental commentary on what it is that you see. Just see. Just pull it in, and that's all. Don't do anything else. No need to work out the mind. The mind needs to rest. It needs to rest a lot more often than most of us give it. Try this, and I'm sure that it will help you. I help people through mentoring. I help people who are kind of stuck in a rut, people who are lost, people who don't know which way to go. I help those people. And for many of those of us who are kind of stuck in an illness that won't go away, or there's pain and suffering, either emotional or physical, a lot of time when there's no other solution to these problems, just a balanced way of life brings back good health and inner peace, emotionally, mentally. That's what I do. That's how I help people. And I invite you to my website. If you want to see more of these videos, which I keep doing all the time, you can come to my website. It's www.odedbenami.com. There's a link there to the videos. You can see all of them at once instead of hunting them one by one. And you can also contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you. I'm happy to talk to anybody. Be well.